Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I have a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is just going to be a general love and romance reading, and it's not going to resonate for every single Sagittarius out there. So check out the signs in your other placements, and then look at some of my previous videos if this video does not resonate with you. I want to apologize in advance for any external noise that you might hear. I don't live alone. And a huge shout out to all of my sunflowers, my subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and your support. If you would like to become a sunflower, all you got to do is click the subscribe button. Join our community. It's completely and totally free. It helps me to continue to connect with your energy, and it allows you to know when I upload new videos. So let's get to it. I've pulled your spread today. Your overall energy for love and romance for the month of June is the Three of Wands. This is an energy of basically keeping your options open. It's an energy of planning for the future, but not being so stuck on some sort of outcome. You might be releasing your attachment to something. Honestly, with the Lovers here in the middle, I feel like you might be releasing your attachment to either somebody that you thought was the one, or this idea of the one to begin with, right? We've been inundated with this idea of soulmates and twin flames and karmics and all these other things. And these things, in my opinion, actually do exist. But a lot of us get so caught up on finding the one all the time that it can really keep you from appreciating the relationship when you're in the moment, right? Because you're so focused, like, is this gonna work out? Are we gonna have a future together? Are we gonna, is this person my twin flame? Is this person my soulmate? Are they the person I'm supposed to be with? Like, it's like you're releasing all of these ideas about how your love life or what romance is supposed to look like for you, and you're allowing the love to come in organically, naturally, however it wants to come in here. I also have to be honest, I do feel like someone that you were connected to in the past who was avoiding this connection with you, represented here by this Seven of Swords energy. As you can see, it's kind of moving away from this Lover's card here. And Judgment, opening up the spread, can talk about the past, it could talk about karma, it could talk about the consequences of our actions, it could talk about making choices. Somebody maybe didn't choose you in the past, and that's kind of the most open way that I can say that. This person avoided the connection that they had with you. They didn't choose you. They weren't honest with you. And I showed you guys, I flipped over the deck in the time lapse of the card pool, and at the bottom of the deck was the Eight of Swords. The 7 and the Ace make the 8. So you realize that this person was either manipulating you, they were running from the connection, or they were avoiding any kind of real connection or real intimacy while they were in relationship with you, or while they were connected to you. I'm not sure if your relationship was ever official or not, but there's definitely this energy of someone who thought that you would come running after them. The reason why I say that is because we see this Seven of Swords moving away from this Lover's card, and as you can see in this Seven of Swords, this person is kind of looking back over their shoulder like, don't you care that I took these swords? Don't you care that I'm like running off, you know, with stuff that belongs to you? Don't you care that I'm lying or cheating or doing whatever it is? And you're here in this Lover's card energy, and I feel like this represents your inner masculine, your inner feminine, like falling in love. I know that that sounds weird or awkward to some, but to those of you who understand what I'm saying, it sounds like it's on point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whenever the feminine and the masculine are balanced within you, you're not chasing after somebody, you're not going crazy over anybody, you're releasing any kind of attachment or obsession with anything that's not good for you, because that inner masculine, for feminines who are dominant, that inner masculine is what keeps us from betraying ourselves, right? The inner masculine says these are the standards, and we're going to uphold these and enforce these standards. For those of you who are masculine dominant, your inner feminine is the thing inside of you that tells you that you don't need to prove yourself or prove your masculinity or prove your worth to anybody, that you are so filled with love and light and abundance energy that you don't need to go seeking that in this external feminine. So whether you're a dominant masculine or a dominant feminine, it doesn't matter. This card is just basically saying that you are in perfect balance. Your divine feminine and divine masculine inside are in perfect harmony. And that's why whatever's going on around you is not that big of a deal for you right now. Because this Seven of Swords is connected to the Tower through the Lover. So you might have recently found out that this person that you were talking to or in a connection with was in a different relationship. Maybe they were cheating on you or talking to other people the entire relationship. And it's coming through as if this was some great revelation, right? This was some great clarity. Someone is being exposed for who they were to you in the context of your relationship. They didn't treat you very well. They were very manipulative with you. They were always playing like little mind games and things like that. And I think that you've become really clearly aware of not necessarily knowing exactly what they've done. It's more of a sense of having an understanding of who this person actually was. We got the Ace of Swords here sitting just above the Lovers. This is clarity. This is confirmation. I think recently you might have also received confirmation that this person is not who you thought they were in the context of like twin flame, soulmate, that sort of thing. You might have had a really strong connection with this person, and that might have led you to believe that they were your twin flame, your karmic, your soulmate, things like that. And I think that's also why you're releasing your attachment to the idea of those things and allowing them to show up in your world how they will without anticipating that, right? You might have put too much expectation on this relationship in the beginning, and this person did not live up to those expectations at all. I think that you found out something about the past or something that this person did in the past to keep you bound. That is so crazy, you guys. We just had a power flash. It's not even like storming or anything outside. I don't know what that was, but I'm going to pick up right where I left off. I think you realized something that happened in the past, or the way that this person would use their words to manipulate you into believing that you guys were like supposed to be together, that you guys were supposed to have a future together. A term that I recently became aware of is called future faking. So this person might have been future faking with you, like, oh, we're gonna get married, we're gonna get a house, we're gonna have a family and all these things. But when it actually came time to take steps towards those things, it didn't actually happen, right? I feel like you are realizing some things in the past. You know how it happens is like, how I'm kind of getting this is what you might be experiencing. It's like when somebody tells you a lie, at the time you might not know it was a lie, but then they'll tell you something else later that contradicts what they've already told you, and they don't even realize that they've just been caught in a lie. And I feel like that just keeps happening over time. And the more that you separate yourself from this person, from this connection that you have with him, the more that you're realizing that a lot of what they told you, a lot of their behavior, and a lot of who they presented themselves to be in this relationship was just them basically wearing a mask. It was them not wanting to take accountability for playing with your emotions or messing with your head. They felt connected to you for sure, but they were avoiding any real or true intimacy. And I think that some things about the past have been revealed, right? I think you've been getting clarity about this relationship as you go on, which has forced you into this Chariot card energy. We have Scorpio, this is Cancer, and we have another Scorpio card with the Tower here as well. Gemini with the Lovers, just in case any of those signs might be significant to you. They don't have to be. But with this Chariot card, this is about moving forward. You don't care about what anybody else is doing around you. This is about being personally motivated to go in the direction of your dreams, of your goals, of your vision, and not allowing anything to distract you. And I honestly feel like this is really surprising to the person that you were connected with. They didn't actually expect that you would move on, that you would completely let go of the connection that you had with them. Because like I said, they also felt the connection that you had. Even if they weren't being honest, even if they weren't being mature in this relationship, they definitely felt the connection. And I think that they were hoping that by misbehaving that they would continue to keep your attention, right? People play those little games to draw you in. But I think that you are so grounded in your love for yourself with your divine masculine and feminine being in balance that these little games aren't working, or they didn't work. And you just kind of decided, well, if you don't want to live in truth, if you don't want to live in honesty, if you want to keep playing games and doing the most, then you can do that over there. Because over here, I'm going forward. I got places to be. I got places to go. And to be honest, I do feel like another relationship is coming into your life that will be very significant. in the future. And I think that when this person finds out that you're with somebody else, they're going to be devastated. They're going to feel as if they missed their opportunity for happiness or for joy or something in some way. So I'm going to kind of go through the cards a little bit, but what I wanted to do that's different than my other readings was to do a words of life reading as well. So after I finish this, I'm going to do a little bit of the words of life, or I might use that to clarify. I'm not really sure how I want to do it yet, but I do just kind of want to go through here. We start the reading with judgment. So I feel like this is already something that's happened, or someone that you have a past with, this manipulative person, this person who tried to keep you stuck, who tried to keep you bound to them, who tried to keep you attached and craving their energy by playing these little games. They exercise poor judgment with you. That's really what it comes down to. And I think that your discernment is so honed that you were able to pick up on them being dishonest with you. You may not have known exactly what they were lying about, exactly when they were telling you the lie, or you may not even know exactly what games they were playing, when they were playing the games. But I think that your discernment, as you gave it time, you kind of realized the truth about the situation. And that truth allowed you the ability to kind of cut this person out of your life, to emotionally detach from this person, and maybe even the idea that you guys were supposed to be together, or that they were the one, or that you belong together. You're completely separating yourself from this energy that's trying to drain you, that's trying to tease you into some sort of a game. It's like you have so much clarity and so much understanding, and like I said, you're grounded in your divine feminine and masculine energies, that you're not allowing this to like dim your light or to make you question who you are. You just see this person for who they are. I briefly spoke about the Chariot card, and it's just talking about moving forward in the way in which you want to go, not allowing anyone else to distract you, but it's also about moving forward in a very balanced way. It's like understanding that this person may have hurt you, but it's like you don't even have like any kind of revenge in your heart. You don't want to do anything to hurt this person. You don't want to do anything to make this person feel how you felt. You're just moving on. You're just moving on. And part of that is why I feel like this person might be so disappointed, to be honest, is that because you're not reciprocating that energy. You know what I'm saying? We got the Seven of Swords. This is somebody who is manipulative and untrustworthy, and somebody who is willing to do whatever it takes so that they can ensure that they can win. They looked at your whole connection as if it was a game. It wasn't a game to you, but they thought you were also playing. And when you stopped and you detached and you realized that this person, like, this is their condition to believe that this is normal, or they're conditioned to believe that people operate like this in healthy relationships, and it's just completely not true. So you just allow this person to be in their own energy, and it's almost like they're just kind of over there looking stupid, to be honest. We have the Lovers card at the center of the spread. The Lovers card can talk about twin flames, soulmates, all that kind of stuff, but really what it really talks about is kind of what I was referencing earlier, which is this idea of your divine masculine and feminine energies being in perfect balance for you, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be 50-50. It's the perfect balance for you. So however you identify, regardless of what body you're in, it just feels like you're very much grounded in yourself, and falling in love with yourself. So anything that's not coming from love, anything that's not coming from a balanced or harmonious place or encouraging those things, is getting X'd out the picture. You're not even paying it any mind. We have the Tower here, which represents sudden revelations, destruction, things falling apart that were never meant to be together in the first place. This always represents something that did not have a firm foundation, completely falling apart or being destroyed because it no longer has a place in your life. It no longer has a place in your energy, and you're no longer vibing on that frequency that this thing is vibing on. So the Tower just comes to show us all the ways in which we have either betrayed ourselves or we've been living in some sort of illusion. But it can also be super positive in the ways that it can show us how much more joy, love, and stability we can create within our lives now that we don't have this other thing draining our energy and bringing us down. We have the Magician here. The Magician is an energy of basically using everything at your disposal, internal and external, to create the life that you desire, completely manifesting a reality for yourself that is grounded in the truth and grounded in the love that you have for yourself. You know that you want better, you know that you deserve better, and you're going to get better too. I will say there is some sort of warning or caution. It's either about this person specifically being incredibly manipulative. This person, they know how to use energy. So if you've been feeling somebody tugging on your energy, or you've been having a lot of memories of this person or thoughts of this person, they are doing that intentionally to cause you to think about them and think about the past, so that they can continue feasting on your energy, basically. So instead of actually coming to you and saying, hey, I'm sorry, or hey, can we talk, or things like that, they can manipulate energy in a way that would make you feel as if you need to doubt yourself or doubt your decision to move forward. Or this is you basically being completely cutthroat, completely cold, and not giving a damn how this person feels, what this person wants, what this person thinks. It's like you're doing what you need to do for you at all costs. So it could be both of those things. It could be one or the other. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which indicates that this was always going to happen. This is the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny, right? This indicates that this clarity, this confirmation that you've had, and you detaching yourself from this person was always supposed to happen. You've definitely learned something from this relationship, and the experience that you've had, we turn that into knowledge, and that knowledge turns into wisdom, right? So I feel like you are gaining so much more perspective on all of your romantic relationships and what you want from your romantic relationships going forward, because fate and destiny coalesced on your behalf to show you, to expose who this person was. Now, the only energy that I'm having a little bit of difficulty understanding, to be completely honest, is the Five of Cups, right? Not every energy comes through, completely clear. I think of this as like a symphony, right? And every instrument adds something to the overall sound, and some sounds or some instruments or some parts are more important, like the melody and all this kind of stuff, and the bass. And for those of you who know about music, don't roast me, but y'all know what I'm saying, basically. This is the potential outcome energy, which is the Five of Cups. It represents sacrificing, it represents eliminating the superfluous from your life, but also allowing yourself to grieve. I think that this Five of Cups energy is just reflective of you hopefully not getting down on yourself for the mistakes that you've made in past relationships, or the mistakes that you feel you've made, because I don't feel like you've made any mistakes. I feel like all of this was intended to happen for you so that you could learn, so that you could grow, so that you could so basically how I see it sometimes is that people sometimes manifest the things in their life that they don't actually want. So Spirit can help them refine what their true and authentic desires actually are. So if Spirit keeps showing you what you don't want, what you don't want, what you don't want, but what you keep praying for, right? What you keep manifesting into your life, Spirit's going to keep giving it to you. Like, okay, you keep saying you want this, I'm going to keep giving it to you. And you wonder, like, why doesn't this work? Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep having these same experiences over and over and over again? It's because you're asking for something, and when you receive it, you don't realize that that's what you're getting. It's not like there's this exalted idea of the person that you want to be with, right? Who exists in this kind of vacuum, and they're just waiting for you to call on them. People are going to exhibit these behaviors. Like if you're attracted to emotionally unavailable people, until you figure out what it is within you that wants that, and you learn how to heal that, you're going to keep attracting emotionally unavailable people. Now, when you do get to a certain level and you have so much light and you've healed so much, you're going to attract all kinds of people, right? It's not just going to be the kind of person that you want to be with, but your discernment is going to be so on point that you don't waste any time with people who don't deserve to be in your energy. This Five of Cups is just talking to me about letting it go. As much as this attachment to this person or this idea of them being the one, as much as letting that go might hurt, it's like you're still willing to do it because you know that you have so many possibilities waiting for you once you let this go. And something I saw recently, I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or somewhere else, but it was like, the greater the resistance to the sacrifice, the greater the abundance that's waiting on the other side, right? If you think about it like a catapult, you have to pull that catapult all the way back, and then you have to set it before you can release it, right? So this is you pulling back that catapult, right? You pulling back that catapult is basically you releasing this person from your energy. And if you do want to be with them someday, I feel like there is this element of still being hopeful or optimistic that it might come together between you and this person. If you're still hopeful about that, then you have to let it go right now, okay? And you have to start living for yourself in a way that would suggest that you are going to do what you came here to do, with or without this person, okay? So a lot of you are completely setting this person free. A lot of you are maybe making space to allow this person to come back in if they've made some changes or something like that. But this Five of Cups energy is really talking about, like, go ahead and grieve this loss now, because it needs to be something that's not a part of your life at the moment, okay? All right, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Pentacles. So there's still something that you are holding on to. Like I said, this attachment to this person, or the attachment to the idea of the one, or this person being the one. And if you continue holding on to these Four of Pentacles, how will you grab the rest of the pentacles that are coming to you? Do you guys understand kind of what I'm saying with that? So we've talked to this whole reading about how important it is for you to know that you have seen the truth. The Spirit has exposed the truth to you about who this person is. Whether you believe it or not is completely up to you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and clarify with some Words of Life cards. This is just a deck that I created loosely based on the tarot. But yeah, we'll see here. All right, Spirit, can we clarify the Lover's card, please? Sagittarius. We got obligation. So you might have been holding yourself back because you felt like you were obligated to this person. Like I said, thinking as if they were your twin flame or your counterpart or your soulmate. You thought that this person was always going to need you or always going to need a spot in your life, right? But that's what's really holding you back, is that you feel like you have this weird responsibility to this person or to this connection. And honestly, your only responsibility in this life is to yourself. They say that twins come into this world with a mission, and once they're united, they have this completely synergistic relationship that allows them to accomplish all of their goals, all of their dreams, all of that kind of stuff. And I think that's what you're more so looking forward to more than anything else. It's almost like, well, if they would just act right, if they would just get themselves together, then we can come together and we can create real change in this world. And while that is a beautiful dream to have, there is no guarantee that if this person even is your twin, that they will sign up for this journey. They might be completely comfortable with where they are. And I feel like you feel responsible for that in a way, but you are not. Twin or not, soulmate or not, you are not bound to another person through obligation. Twins are connected through unconditional love. So whether this person gets it together or doesn't get it together or whatever the case may be, right? It's not your obligation to save them, okay? So you might have a little bit of a savior complex, and you probably already are aware of that. We have confidence here. I think that you need to be confident in your ability to stand alone. Basically saying, I think that this person has a unique ability to kind of make you doubt yourself, or make you doubt the value that you bring to someone's life, simply because they may not be making the changes that you would want them to make. But we don't know everybody else's path. We don't know anybody else's journey. All we can be responsible for, like I said, is our own. So I would not put too much on whether or not this person gets it together as far as a reflection, as that being a reflection of your value, okay? Don't assign your value to whether or not this union comes together, if that's really what you feel like it is in your heart. And you guys may not even see this person as your twin flame. And I use quotes because I know not everybody believes that. But you guys might not even see this person as your twin flame. You just might see them as a reflection of your value, right? What they're willing to do, how they're willing to change, what they're willing to sacrifice to be with you. You think that that's a reflection of your value, but it's not, okay? Your value is inherent and it's intrinsic, and it's something that nobody can take from you and nobody can contribute to except for you, okay? I want to go ahead and clarify this Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here for Sagittarius? I don't think that was meant to fall. I think I kind of... Okay, well that was... I don't know why I'm getting so many for this. Oh my goodness. That's so many. Okay. Let's stop there. Let's stop right there. Okay, the first card that we have is acceptance, right? They talk about the 5 stages of grief, the last stage being acceptance. There will come a point where you fully accept that you have to let this go. Whether or not you keep the door open in the future, that's totally up to you. But as far as the relationship being what you want it to be right now, you have to accept that it's not going to be there right now. You're not going to have that right now. Your focus should only be on you right now. I understand that sometimes it might feel a little bit lonely, but you need to look at the silver lining in this case, right? Think about the things that you still have in your life that still bring you joy. And I know that you're not obsessed with this idea of being with this person, but you have to acknowledge that it still kind of hurts. It still stings a little bit, right? passion. You might have felt a lot of passion for this person. You might be concerned that you're never going to feel that passionately about somebody else in the future. I think that's completely untrue. If this person showed you that it was capable to have feelings that strong about someone, then I feel like that's an indication that it can happen again. And it is very rare, and I won't take anything away from the rarity of these kind of connections, but just have faith that you'll be able to connect with somebody on a passionate level again. But you just have to be open to it. And maybe what you consider passion, maybe what you understand as passion is changing. Maybe your definition of passion is changing. Maybe it's not the drama. Maybe it's not the in and out. Maybe it's not the back and forth, the highs and lows, and the emotional roller coaster. Maybe real passion is like a fire that burns consistently, right? Relax, okay? There's nothing that you need to do, okay? Just continue to move forward on your path and just let this fall away naturally. Give yourself some grace and some compassion. If you find yourself feeling sad about having to let this go, don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to feel your way through this, because from what I see, this was a very strong connection, and I do think that it triggered a lot within you and within this person. But how it manifested in both of your lives is just completely different. I feel like you are working your way up this proverbial ladder. And I don't know what this person is doing. I'm just going to be solely focused on you. And I think that you have this ability to kind of linger in sadness a little bit, or beat yourself up for being sad, and try not to do that. Just try to allow whatever feelings you feel, allow them to come and go. Feelings are temporary and they're not facts, okay? Closure. Yeah, maybe you feel like you never got closure on this situation. It is possible that closure is coming. Some big lie or some big thing might really be exposed here. You might even have a conversation with this person that completely contradicts everything that you ever believed about them, right? And even if that doesn't happen, even if there's no more communication between you and this person, I think you got to give yourself some closure here. I'm not telling you to reach out to this person. I'm not telling you to ask them for closure, one more cup of coffee, right? That stuff it doesn't really work, because we're still looking for a way to connect with this person, and we just want to confirm that the connection that we felt was real by talking to them or by spending time with them, especially a person who's already been manipulative and playing games and lying to you and wearing a mask and all that kind of stuff. Why do you want to continue spending time in that energy, right? Because it's only going to bring you down. Give yourself closure if you haven't actually had the opportunity to get closure with this person, right? Distraction. This whole connection right now is distracting you from moving forward. I think that you are eliminating, what did I say? Eliminating the superfluous, right? So you're eliminating this distraction. And like I said, as much as necessary as it is, it's still going to bring some emotions with it. But I think that you acknowledging that this is a distraction and it's keeping you from keeping your options totally open, I think that's what's going to help you continue to release it. And last but not least, we have focus, right? Why are you here? What are you doing here? What is your purpose? All of these greater questions that can be distilled into even more potent ideas and concepts and philosophies. You know, you don't need to ponder the meaning of life, but just focus on what it is that you're here to do right now. Okay, if it's, you know, building wealth, if it's finding some financial stability, if it's getting your own car, your own place, or whatever the case may be, if it's realizing your dreams and grounding your goals into this reality, right? If it's taking baby steps and taking one day at a time, if it's like letting go of addictions and vices and all that kind of stuff, focus on whatever it is that you're doing right now. All of your energy, all of your passion, all of your attention, focus it on exactly what you're doing right now, and allow the stuff that's not for you to just kind of, you know, fall away. All right, Sagittarius, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share your story with me in the comments, all that good stuff, whatever you feel like you want to do. Did this resonate with you? Did it not? You know, if I can continue to connect with your energy, maybe I'll be able to open up some new storylines if you guys are tired of hearing about the past, right? So, you know, we'll see. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.